The man was eating when his instructor placed a dish on the table, but the man suddenly made a face like he was in pain. He stood up quickly and started to refuse strongly. The reason for his reaction was that during a mock prisoner exercise the day before, a training dummy used for explosion drills had blown up right in front of him. A piece of pig's intestine had landed on his foot. At that moment, he thought it was the sergeant major who had been sacrificed in the exercise, with his intestines blown out. This had left him with a very serious psychological trauma, making him feel sick whenever he saw intestines. The instructor looked at the man, puzzled, but the man was too busy feeling sick to speak, so another soldier stepped forward to explain. Once everyone understood what had happened, they too felt nauseous and couldn't eat. Even the instructor felt a bit uncomfortable, but the instructor acted like it was no big deal and taught everyone a lesson. He said that if this were on the battlefield, they would have to eat even with dead bodies around them, in order to keep their strength up. So the instructor ordered all the soldiers to eat the bowl of fatty intestines that day. He then set an example by eating some himself. The man's face twisted in disgust. Seeing this, the other soldiers began to eat as well, but the man still couldn't get over his trauma and ran to the side, almost vomiting up the food he had eaten the night before. The trauma from the exercise wasn't over yet. That night, while everyone else was fast asleep, the man suddenly had a nightmare. In his dream, he was being chased and shotted by the strict head instructor. He was hit and fell to the ground. He woke up in a panic. Suddenly, he heard footsteps outside. The man was like a frightened bird, worried that their devilish instructor was coming up with some new trick to play on them. So he got out of bed quietly to check. But he woke up one of his teammates, who asked him what he was doing up in the middle of the night. The man said he was worried that the instructors might launch a surprise attack in the middle of the night, so he was keeping watch. His teammate thought it made sense and joined him on guard. But their talking woke up another soldier, who came over curiously to ask what was going on, which startled the man. Soon, the sounds outside started to get closer. Not wanting to be tricked by the instructors again, the three of them decided to take the initiative. They hid on either side of the door, planning to ambush whoever came in. It turned out to be the unlucky sergeant major coming to check on them. As soon as he walked in, the three of them grabbed him and covered him with a blanket. They then woke up the other soldiers and started pounding on the person under the blanket. Finally, the sergeant major broke free, and everyone saw what was happening and looked embarrassed. The sergeant major was furious and yelled at everyone, but the man suddenly started laughing, because he realized that the sergeant major wasn't dead after all.